Hey, you beautiful spiritual seekers, change makers, and spiritual adventurers. Welcome to this podcast. David here from the consciouscreationacademy.com. And today we're diving deep into what is spirituality. I've taken a training that I did off YouTube and made the audio out of it. So I hope you find it useful. But it really is important to really understand the direction that you should be taking in your spiritual awareness. There's this real mistake that people make, that they think there is, that it's just guesswork, that, there's no real direction, that you can't have the answers. And that's absolutely untrue. You absolutely can know who you are in a non-physical way and understand the nature of this reality as a state of consciousness, which is everything that I teach. And the more you explore that, the more apparent that will become. So I hope you find that useful. If you would like a copy of my book, The Dream We Call Earth, for free, please do go to the consciouscreationacademy.com, download the book. It says free book, just download it there, and I'll also send you some really cool training over the next 5 or 7 days or so, and audios just really complementing that. It's a very simple read, but it will really help you understand. So enjoy the podcast. If you've got any questions at all, then you can find me on Facebook, David Marshall, and I will see you in the podcast. Today we're talking about spirituality. We're talking about how to stay on track. What is spirituality, and 3 strategies that'll help you based on my 50 years experience now of when I first came out of my body and my spiritual search and development throughout the whole of my life. Now, welcome to this channel. My name's David Marshall. Here we have a look at the nature of reality. It's a really, really deep dive into multiple realities, immortality. We're exploring the nature of reality, and my passion is actually having real conversations about this, really exploring it with people who want to understand who they are and what this place really is and how it fits in to the broader nature of their true purpose. Today, we're looking at 3 strategies and ideas. The first one, it's all about you. That's what I want to tell you. It's not about the crystals. It's not about the Merkabas or the Ascension or the guides or the helpers or anything of those kinds. They're all stepping stones. They are real in that they are experiences, but fundamentally, they're not going to get you any further. My suggestion, if you're just starting out, or if you're a little bit further down the road and you really want to expand your spiritual growth and accelerate it, is to realize that it's about you, and give yourself the gift. It's quite tricky, I know. Give yourself the gift of dropping anything that doesn't expand your awareness about yourself, about you. And that's really what I want to tell you in this first one. It's about you. No guru, no teacher, nobody. It's about you, which is great. But that's the thing that actually people find so difficult, is that they've got to come back to themselves. And I get that. On this channel, there's going to be lots of information about how we can get over that, how you can get over it, how you can begin to work with yourself a lot more effectively. Number 2, I want to introduce an idea of inner and outer senses, because it's really important when you're on the spiritual search, which is all about understanding who you are. Then you have to have some tools, and these are great. It's a great understanding to have. So the outer senses, the first ones, the outer senses, they're what show you this reality. So why do you, I'll just ask you a question, why do you think you're here? You're obviously watching this video from where you are within your own reality, but why do you think you're here? Why do you think you're in the room that you're in, the country, the town, the world? Why do you think you're here? What causes you to decide that this is where you are? I'll let you just take a breath for that. Well, Dave, you'll say, it's because I've got 5 senses. And I'll say, exactly. You've got 5 senses. And we're told that whatever we experience through our 5 senses is real, okay? And that you're floating on a planet in space because you've seen it through your 5 senses. That the world is solid and physical and it has rules because you've seen it, you've experienced it, and you've touched it. Now, the spiritual search is about understanding how untrue that is, okay? That is, it's not an illusion, but it's certainly not the whole picture. And that's what I want to say. This is not an illusion. It is real. If I were to bang myself on the head, then it would hurt. So I'm not going to do it. So it's not an illusion, but it's also not the whole picture. It's just part of the picture. What we do know is this place is mostly space. There's nothing solid here. That thoughts can travel between people. That time and space can be bent. That's if the time exists at all. We'll get into that onto another video. So all those things are up for grabs. So it's not a physical environment that we've been told it is. So the five senses are lovely liars. Okay, they show us something that's not really what we're told it is. So the spiritual search is about using different senses. That's all it is. It's about using what we'll call the inner senses, and the inner senses are psychic awareness, intuition, but they're much more than that. Okay, so the inner senses are kind of the counterparts of your outer senses. In a sight, in a sound, you can travel with your inner senses to other realities, other lifetimes. All that is available through those inner senses. And the spiritual search is fundamentally understanding yourself through those inner senses. And in doing that, you understand what this is at the same time. It puts it all in context. So when I had my out-of-body experiences, that was a very much an inner sense experience. There was nothing about my five senses. I could see my body, but I could also travel. When I talk to non-physical people, personalities, as you do in your dreams, whether you remember it or not, and you probably have done it on other occasions, then that's inner senses. And the inner senses are the pathway and the doorway. So remember that the spiritual senses, the inner senses, spirituality, that's about using those. It's not about understanding, so I came back to this idea, it's not about understanding things like Merkabahs and crystals and ascension, all those types of things. It's about the development of the inner senses. But you have to be able to put it in context of what this place is. So the third one is really all about helping you recognize that it's about experience. I want to encourage you to drop the theory. Okay, you've got to satisfy yourself that the theory is real. Okay, you've got to satisfy yourself so that actually what I'm saying isn't crazy, that, you know, it's not a solid place, all those types of things. And so science can help you do that if you haven't had an experience of it. But fundamentally, I want to encourage you through your dreams and through working with your broader self, that broader aspect of your personality, soul, if you want to think of it in those terms, to help you have spiritual experiences that are vivid and much stronger for you than maybe you've had so far. Because when you've had those, then you'll realize that it's not about the teacher and the guru and the crystal and the Merkabah and the ascension and all those other things. It's about your own self-development and understanding what that is. So they're the three things I want to suggest to you based on my own 50 years experience and experiences, which I won't go into today. I will in another video maybe. So that's what I want to say to you. One, it's about you. Two, it's about the development of your inner senses. So maybe drop some of the theory that you're doing and just begin to explore what those inner senses are. And on my podcast that I'll link up, then there's information there. And the third one is I want to encourage you to drop the theory, demand the experience of yourself. Okay, demand the experience of yourself, and it'll absolutely transform your life. So in the next video, we're going to be talking about the inner senses and how to use them, how to expand them into other realities, other lifetimes, all those types of things. So if that's of interest to you and this channel, then please like this video. Lets me know I'm on the right track, new at this YouTube stuff. And also please subscribe to the channel. The link below will be to the podcast and also a free book for you where you can download my book, The Dream We Call Earth. And also there are 7 audios I want to give you as well. They'll help put that in context for you, help you understand where we're going as a race, where we're going as understanding the nature of who we are and the expansion of the consciousness that we're all involved in right now. That's it. Have a great day. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I think that's everything. I really hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.